Happy Thursday, everybody. Sam's here today again. Driving down the road in the sunshine. 41 degrees out. Spring is on its way, ladies and gentlemen. So, Thursday. I've decided that Thursday I'm going to do a throwback Thursday. So I'm going to, each Thursday, I'm going to throw back to something that meant something in my life. And that maybe somebody can be encouraged by. Or maybe just something funny that happened in my life. I live by funny. Or live by tears, so it might be a sad story. So anyways, I'm going to throw back to my good old teaching at Crown Point Christian days. Some of the probably best days of my life were while I was at that school teaching language arts. Today I'm going to do a particular shout out to my good friend and at the time sometimes partner in crime, Mr. Kuntz, good old Mr. Kuntz. And boy, I'm going to throw back to some fun times we had. Sometimes of one year we shared our teaching. He taught the reading part, and I taught the grammar and writing part, and then we did NaNoWriMo together, and then we did a SALT group together, which, Mr. Kuntz, I hope you're still continuing with that SALT group. I'm going to come and join you and check you out again sometime soon. But anyways, you want to talk about a man who was just an all-around cool guy. That was Mr. Kuntz. Ask the kids. You wanted something funny? He gave you something funny. Even if you weren't looking for something funny. You could find the humor in any situation. Yet, not a man that I knew the Bible more. Not a person that I knew the Bible more than that man. Maybe it's a person that I know. Tell I'm not a grammar teacher anymore. But he knew the Bible left and right. You had a question, you had a problem, Mr. Kuntz was your man. So, still teach the Bible at Crown Point Christian, and just amazing. But I want to actually talk about our days of NaNoWriMo. NaNoWriMo. Boy, did we have some fun days with NaNoWriMo. Mr. Kuntz and I would, backtrack. NaNoWriMo, what does that stand for? It stands for National Novel Writing Month. Okay, so basically what that was students, adults can do it too, I tried my hands at it, write a book, a novel in a month. And the month of October you spend going through planning your novel and learning everything that goes into a novel, part of the language arts part of me, and then preparing and pre-writing and plot mapping and just figuring out what your story is going to be, your characters and what's special about your characters, and learning how to use good language and what famous novel writers or good novel writers do. And then in the month of November, you go for it. 30,000 words is what they would try to get kids to do. It's kind of changed a little bit since then, but 30,000 words. That would be in the month of November. That would be basically 1,000 words a day. So that's hard. So I challenge anybody out there to try. Just try to write 1,000 words a day, if anything. That's difficult. And be consistent with it, because you had to do it every day for 30 days. Some days the kids would forget, and some days the kids would have to write 2,000 the next day. And what a blessing. What a blessing. It was so fun to be stories came through. Or maybe they were a funny kid and you listened to their story and it was serious. Or it was serious with a funny twist, or it was funny with a serious twist. And I just remember one particular weekend, we used to have what we called write-in days, and we went to my church, shout out to Brick House, and we met for a whole Saturday morning, and we just ate food, we made pancakes, and we just sat there and we just wrote our stories. It was just a blast. So, flash forward a little bit. I know it's Throwback Thursday. Flash forward a little bit, but by the end of my teaching with this NaNoWriMo, I think I had about 25 published novels. So, some of them put them up on Amazon and sold them on Amazon. But they always say it's the process, not the product. And for that, totally true. The process was just such an encouragement, such an enlightenment. And man, if you could come up with a pun, next Thursday I'm going to come up with a pun, or maybe tomorrow, we'll call it Funny Friday, and I'm going to go back and look at Mr. Kuntz's fun puns, and I'm going to come up with them. It was never a dull moment with Mr. Kuntz. So, NaNoWriMo, Mr. Kuntz, what a blessing. Not sure you can use anything I said out of there, but just enjoy life. Life is too short. Life is too short. Figure out what makes you tick and go for it. Had a kind of looking at starting another kind of online business or whatever with my hubby. Shout out to him too. Can't forget him. Yesterday, kind of was looking at, but one of the main things that they say is you need to start something that you're passionate about. What makes you tick? What are you passionate about? Got me kind of thinking again to what I'm passionate about, and it's a difficult thing sometimes to figure out. But starting to ramble, so that might be my key. Hey, by the way, how do you like this angle? Getting a little bit better, I think, each day. So the other day I was on my dash. Obviously, if you've been following me at all, which I don't think too many people are yet, but started on my steering wheel. That was a little rough. It kind of went upside down a lot. So now we're on the window, actually. Dan came home last night and said, you can put that new mount on the window. So I said, I'm gonna try it this morning, and there we are. Hello. I think we're a little close to me though. Not sure how that is going to look, but hey, why not try it, right? So again, rambling on. Lots of fun things in store for today. Gonna go get some students, college students, placed in schools to student teach. And maybe gonna write a little bit. Maybe not. Kind of got a little incentive maybe to pick up the writing again. Gonna write a book. Started one. Haven't finished it yet though. Started a lot of things and haven't finished. But hey, we can talk about my perfect failure blog that I'm ready to write. This is one of them. Finishing a book. Perfect failure. Woo. So, Throwback Thursday. Throwing back to good old Mr. Kuntz and NaNoWriMo days and Salt days, and just look for something you're passionate about today. Look for something you love to do. Throw back to a time that you laughed, or you cried, or you just loved life. So, Throwback Thursday. Love life. Be encouraged. Peace out.